Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Freedom Guild, where fantasy adventure meets real politic. We are your card-carrying guild members in good standing, and we are very excited to welcome you to our table. We'll be jumping back into the adventure to kick off our second season, but first, let's introduce ourselves.
I am Nick. I am a half-orc paladin from the land of the Fountainhead, and my name, I suppose I should also mention, is Libertarius Beefslice the 25th. His favorite color is red, and you can find me on social media at Brigadier.
I'm Stephen Trolinger. I play Septimus Goldenmane, the High Elf Arcane Trickster, and you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at YourManTrollo, and on TikTok at MyComedyBites.
And I'm Rob Parry. I will be playing everything else. You can't find me, so stop looking. We open in a small cell-like room. The walls are hastily mortared stone. There is a single window that allows a bright beam of sunlight to illuminate the table in the center. Seated on one side of the table is a middle-aged elven gentleman. His soft, paternal features are creased with wrinkles across the forehead. His demeanor is stern, but he wears a small, if unconvincing, smile. Standing over his shoulder is a guard. Both men wear uniforms of a dark, rich brown with sky blue sashes about their chests. Sitting across from him is a young, gaunt elven man.
Don't know why you felt the need to add that part, but okay.
Seated next to a hulking, towering half-orc.
Virile, almost like musky primal, if I'm reading this correctly.
Like, too much.
You can't have too much of a good thing.
That's true.
Tell that to Oxycodone.
Keep talking about that. I don't know what it is.
That's a terrific vibe to start this episode off on.
Let's cut that line.
Oh no, it's in now.
Oh God.
The middle-aged elven guard is looking down at a series of papers that are strewn across the table in front of him, and he steeples his fingers and looks up and says, "Right, sorry, maybe we should start at the beginning. What are your names again? And honestly, what are your names again?"
I told you once. I'm gonna tell you again. My name is Reginald Thorndike III. I don't know how much clear to be about what my name is to you, sir. And I resent the implication that I am some kind of liar with make-em-ups.
Septimus, did we talk about this beforehand?
God damn it. Okay. Fine. My name is Septimus Goldenmane. And this is my counterpart, Libertarius Beefslice, the 25th.
I've been upgraded from someone your dad hired to counterpart? Septimus, we also didn't talk about this.
This is Rob talking now, as opposed to the guard captain. Do you two want to describe what you look like? What are you guys looking like?
Oh, gee, I thought I was a tall, gaunt elven man.
Yeah, the near-dead elf.
Are you not?
Cadaverous, but you put more emphasis on gaunt than on the rest of it. You were trying to make a point out of it.
No,
pustules oozing from every pore.
This is why we're pausing. This is why we're breaking the mise en scène so that you guys can describe yourselves.
I am physicality-wise, I am a very healthy Tom Hiddleston-esque individual, physically speaking.
Okay. Are you still dressed? How are you dressed?
I've still got my glamour. I've got the all black ensemble with the gold filigree, sort of swashbuckling pirate kind of
dressed
look.
like a pirate captain.
Yeah, that's my look now.
With a nicer hat.
Exactly.
And Libertarius is decked out in full plate armor. Has he?
Full. plate armor, several skulls of victims that were...
He's had the opportunity to deck it out in his people's custom.
Yes, as is the custom of the people in the town of Fountainhead from the land of Free Market.
No, you flipped
I have that reversed.
You reversed it.
Yes.
You said that so many times. How did you reverse it?
Oh, it's been a long few months.
Yeah, true.
Yes. From the town of Free Market in the land of the Fountainhead, as is the custom.
He's left all the bloodstains, correct?
Oh yeah, no, whatever time lapse you're gonna say has elapsed, I have not washed my armor since then.
Good, excellent. You can see the guard that stands behind the seated gentleman. You can see he shifts uncomfortably and looks toward the middle-aged elf, whose face creases as he looks toward you, Septimus, and he says, "Goldenmane, as in the Goldenmane family."
Yes, as in the Goldenmane family. This is why I was giving you bullshit names before. I didn't want to have this conversation.
From behind him, the younger guard says, "Oh wait, are you the famed pirate captain, Sextus Goldenmane?"
Okay, no, I see where the confusion lies here. No, I realize now that I might have aped his appearance in an unconscious way that I'll have to unpack later. But I am his younger brother, Septimus Goldenmane. I'm also getting back into the piracy game. More of a land pirate, though.
The middle-aged, higher-ranking guard kind of interrupts, and he says, "Wait, no. So, are you the heir?"
No. Okay. So I'm not the heir, at least not legally speaking. I'm not the heir. That's Primus. There were 7 brothers, one of whom is dead, I believe. God, how long? I haven't. It's been what, like a month, 2 months? I don't even know how long we've been on the road at this point.
You've currently been on the road about a week.
Oh, wait, now I remember. I've been on the road for almost a week, and I don't think I've ever stopped to actually process that another brother is dead. Look, it's been a whirlwind week and a half, week and a weekend, really, and I haven't had time to process all of this on the road.
The younger guard says, "Oh, right, wait a minute. You're right. You're the famed mercenary. The cutthroat, the psycho."
Okay. No, that's my third older brother, Tertius. Look, this is a fun game we're all playing right now, where some universal constant, some force in the unknown has decided to play a fun game on me and go through all of the Goldenmanes that I am not. And ha ha ha, you're worthless, you're nothing, Septimus, tee hee hee. Yes, it's a funny joke, universe, I've heard it before.
No, wait, there's like 4 more, right?
Yes, as I am the 7th brother, Septimus.
The older elf looks over his shoulder to the
I
young
swear
guard.
to God, I swear to every god on every plane, if you ask me if I am a different brother right now, I'm going to fucking lose it.
The younger one looks at you, and then he looks back at what looks to be his boss, and then he just kind of shrugs. You overhear as he loudly whispers toward the older guard, "I thought there were only 6 of them. I don't know who he's."
I pull out my dagger of venom and I stab it into the table. I said, "There were 7!"
The older gentleman just kind of looks over toward the knife, and then looks back toward you, and he says, "Right, could you please put that away during the interview process?"
I sheepishly tried to pull it from the table, but I stuck it in too good, and it just very awkward.
Do a strength check for me to pull the dagger back out of the table to see how far you drove it in there in your fit of pique.
-1.
You are trying your absolute damnedest, and it is a struggle. For
I imagine I try it twice with my hand, one hand, try it again with the second hand, and then pull back a bit to put my foot against the side of the table to pull against the body
Yeah,
weight.
and finally, the older guard captain turns to the younger guard and he just nods over toward it. The young man walks forward, just effortlessly just pulls the knife from the table, and hands it back to you.
I lean into Septimus and just whisper loudly enough once again so that they can hear. That was really embarrassing for you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you once again, Libertarius, for helping me be better by pointing out the mistakes I'm making in the moment.
No, look, once again, we can coordinate this next time if you want, like me to, like you stab it in and, like, I pull it out. Like, we can work out, like, a buddy system.
Look, you should, the way these sorts of situations, the way these sorts of interactions go is there's the skinny talkative one at the table, and then there's the big bruiser behind him who's quietly threatening everyone with his presence. At what point did you forget the quietly threatening part?
Oh, that's never been my vibe, man. Sorry.
The older elf says, "Let's get back to the point here.
Yes, the point. Good.
What brings you to our little town here?"
You know, what are any of us doing here? What are any of us doing anywhere? What is our purpose in life?
The younger guard chimes in and says, "Well, wait now. If you're one of them Goldenmane sons, are you fleeing the war too? With the rest of all these people? I don't understand that."
Fleeing is... fleeing's such a dirty word denoting abject cowardice, and it is exactly right. That is what we are doing. We are fleeing. We are trying to get the hell out of that place before the whole thing explodes. All of my brothers are psychopaths in different ways, and they're going to tear the city apart. And we are just... the first thing they're going to try to do is kill me and anyone who's associated with me, so I'm trying to leave, and I'm seeking refugee status. I stand up and I start shouting, "I'm seeking refugee status!"
The the middle-aged man, the older elf says, all right, please just have a seat. Surely, just not that I don't trust you, but surely you can offer me some kind of proof that you are a son of Donathan Goldenmane?
Did I steal anything from my mother-in-law I can use? Or from my stepmother I can use?
Well, you didn't actually steal anything from her. You knocked her out using sleeping powder you had procured, and then you very quickly stole everything you could from the bodies of your father and your dead brother, Quartus.
Oh my goodness, my mother has fainted from grief. Guards, get in here! And I motion for the guards to come in. And while they're doing that, I check to see if there's anything to steal from my father or brother's corpses.
Holy shit!
Okay. You see a fancy ornamental-looking dagger on his belt. You slip that off and pocket that, and then turning to your father, you grab the rings off of his hands, and he has an amulet bearing the Goldenmane house sigil that you snap off his neck and pocket.
And I'm just backing out, shouting, "Oh my goodness, the grief! Won't somebody please help this poor woman?" as I slowly back my way out and leave the room.
In particular, you did grab a very ornate and expensive amulet bearing the Goldenmane sigil.
Yes, I have that. I just remembered to look at my items list. I have Dad's rings and amulet.
The amulet would be like the banner item. Like that would be the headline item at the auction, so to speak.
All right,
the one you stole from your dead father, right?
Yes.
Okay, for any new listeners, I just want to confirm that we are in fact the heroes of this story.
It's fine. He was a jerk.
You are definitely the protagonists.
We definitely drive the story forward.
Yes.
With our actions and deeds.
We can confidently say that you are the characters we are following most directly.
Then I take out the amulet instead. I don't put it on the table. I don't let go of it. I just...
Okay, you hand it out, and the older elf leans forward to inspect it. He gives it a good once-over, and then looks up at you. and then nods. He bows his head slightly and says, "I see, Lord Goldenmane."
Please, call me Captain.
They look at each other and
I'm wearing the hat and outfit. That the title comes with it.
well, the younger guard says, "Oh, so you have thrown in for the captainship then?"
No, not that kind of captain. I'm just like not the big captain, not the one in charge of the particular cruise.
The middle-aged elf nods and holds up a hand and says, "You are lowercase c captain, not
No, it's still
the captain."
it's still a title, and therefore it requires capitalization of the initial letter. But I'm not like all caps captain.
The younger guard says, "Wait, sorry. So, but you're not the famous pirate."
No, not that one. I'm more of a land where I'm trying a thing. I'm more of a land pirate. There's a land ship. We've got it out back.
I told you the hat would confuse people.
The middle-aged elf just shakes his head. He says, "All right, look, I'm sorry. This captain,
Thank you.
it's not important. Here's my problem. I just want to walk you through it. Clearly, you are of sufficient station that I am allowed to let you in. However, given the current circumstances, it might be a problem for our little community to allow a Goldenmane inside the walls. As you yourself just said, a lot of people are going to be coming to try to kill you, so they might not be too worried about collateral damage, right? Like you see where I'm coming from."
Look. It has been a whirlwind week for me, Captain Septimus Goldenmane, alias Captain Moondust. It's a thing. I'm trying to get it started. We're going to see if it takes off.
Oh, wait, sorry. Moondust, like the incredibly dangerous and illegal narcotic?
Yes, that very same. You've heard of it?
The older elf says, "We haven't had the pleasure of having much trouble with it here, but yeah, we've heard of it before."
Yeah,
So wait.
it's an in joke with an old friend of ours. I was doing it in honor of him, so I'm just trying it out for size. You had to be there. It's one of those types of jokes. Just Look, well, sorry, I got off track. What I was saying was, it's just been a very long week. I've experienced a lot of loss. My father recently passed away / was murdered. Recently found out that who I thought was my mother isn't my real mother, and she's actually my stepmother. And now I have a real mom out there, and maybe unlike the rest of my family, she's not a total asswipe. So I'd really love to figure out where she is, and maybe finally start feeling, like the love and affection that I never got when I was. I'm sorry.
Oh,
sorry.
right, okay, you're the bastard. Is that it? Is it? And then he looks toward his boss and says, "See, that's why I was only thinking of the 6. I didn't know there was a bastard."
Wait, people know about that already?
Well, no, you just told me.
Septimus, you just said stepmom.
Well, no, it's why you were just telling me. That's why we only know that about the 6 Goldenmane sons. Nobody knew there was a 7th one.
Oh, okay.
You're
All
the
right.
secret bastard nobody's ever heard of.
Okay, yes, all right, yes. Technically that word is accurate, but we don't have to keep using it as though it was my only identity.
I'm
yes.
just saying, the gap in my knowledge now makes a little more sense.
Yes, that's really what this was all about, wasn't it? Yes, the gap in your knowledge and not other people's knowledge.
Septimus the bastard. I kind of like it.
No, all right, I've already got too many names. I'm not going to
Bastard,
workshop that. No.
Bastard.
If I start doing really bastardy things, maybe we'll revisit it. But I'm not going to be solely identified with my parentage.
Oh, wait, hold on. Septimus, the Blackborn. How's that? Is that something?
I like that.
All right, look, I appreciate all of everyone's attempts to make me sound cooler. I'm going to noodle on that one. I point to the younger one who just said the thing about calling me the Blackborn. I was like, I'm going to noodle on that one. I'm pretty sure there's a better way to say that, but, we'll come back to it.
The older elf just shaking his head.
I'm sorry. So how much money? That's what I meant to get at. How much money is it going to take for us to go through the door and actually, like sleep? We've been on the road for like a week.
You need supplies, same as everyone else, and then that's fine. As I said, you are of sufficient import that I can sign off on that. My problem is that you might draw too much attention. So, here's the compromise I'm going to offer you. I will sign off on your entrance. As I understand it, the going rate for the entrance fee to get through the walls is currently 15 gold coins, at which point Nestor here can help assist you, bring your cart or carriage or whatever it is that you have, and then we can direct you to the inn and you can resupply from there.
That is all we need. Thank you.
All I need is a long rest. That's what's in the cards for me.
All right, very well. As I said, I can take the entrance fee, and Nestor here, he can...
Oh, hey, Nestor, and I'm so sorry, I did not catch your name, sir.
Oh, Captain Elias Bosley.
Oh,
Captain-
yes.
oh.
Oh, I guess everyone's a captain around here, I guess.
Yeah, it's a pretty flippant title. Pretty much anyone can be a captain, seems
Well,
like.
I would be the guard captain, not
Oh.
not trying to pass myself off as a captain of Tamiston, of course.
I'm so sorry. I did not want to get bogged down in the.
Let's not get bogged down. As I said, 15 gold coins, and Nestor will help you on your way.
Now let me
Is
ask
that
you something.
per person or Septimus? Can you spot me for this?
Okay. I turn away and I like angrily whisper to him, "You have all of the money. You have way more money than I do."
Sorry, I'm not used to this, okay? The invisible hand of the free market that guides me as a paladin has not chosen to give me money until very recently, so I'm not used to it. But yes, as I look down into my inventory pack, I realize I have well over 1,000 gold, certainly more than enough to pay for Septimus the Bastard.
Yes, okay, all right. Again, I don't know why we're picking up on that as like the thing to call me from now on. The other thing is, I don't know that the amount they're asking for is because of the whole, like, if there's like an extra added value tax for us being dangerous people.
We can like tag team it. Like the next time we gotta pay through another gate. Like I get you this time, you get me the next time.
Yes, why don't you get me this time, and I will get you definitely next time.
Okay, yeah, sounds great. Actually, I almost forgot. It's been such a long week. I've actually got a lot of gold now. The invisible hand of the free market.
Shush.
What?
Stop shouting to complete strangers about how much money you have.
Do you see the armor I'm wearing now? I'm not worried about that at all. I will happily say how much money I have. The invisible hand of the free market has bestowed me with so much gold recently. I'm just not used to being in that mindset.
So,
Yes,
you have that 15 gold so we can get to everyone else who's in line, right?
yes, that's 15 for Septimus the Bastard here because he's the MVP.
In light of your loss, I will take 15 gold coins right now and we can end our interaction.
Tell you what, I'll give you 20 and buy yourself something nice. I lay down 20 coins. 20 gold, excuse me.
You're giving him more than he has asked for. That is, I thought you came from a place of economic enlightenment, and you're giving them more than they've asked for?
Yes, and the free market has led me to like this guy and want to give him more.
A really fair and wonderful system, I'm sure. Thank you very much. Nestor, and he motions to the younger guard. He says, go help them with whatever they need. Direct them inside. Let them know that they are. And he writes, scribbling down furiously, he writes a note and slides it across from you. He says, this pass will let you through the gate. Just let Nestor know whatever you need. It has been a pleasure, of course. Next!
Well, it's pretty presumptive of him to say it was a pleasure. I mean, I had several points in that conversation I would like to revisit, but,
I had a great time.
As the guard leads the two of you outside, you find yourselves on a bright, clear morning. The door he leads you through leads you outside of a large curtain wall that has been built between two cliff faces that rise about 20 feet up from the ground where you're standing. All around you is a mass of people, a huge crowd of individuals and families, what looks to be several caravans worth of livestock and carts and carriages, all massed together at the foot of this cliff face. Past them, you can see the Fandel River, a large waterway that cuts down the middle of the Wyvern Peninsula. The entire shoreline between this cliff and the river is just filled with people. You can see where tents have been hastily set up. Some folks are just milling about their carts. Everyone is kind of grouped together trying to find a spot, but even now, as you look down the road south from where you came, you can see more wagon trains full of people heading in this direction, fleeing from your hometown of Tamiston. As you walk out of this main building, you find yourself underneath a large oak tree. And at the foot of that oak tree, you see a sign that says, "Welcome to Harmony Hills."
Jaunty music plays.
An excerpt from The Cosmopolitan Gentleman's Geographical Almanac by Quill de Vigo. Tucked into the southern edge of the Fey Shade Forest, Harmony Hills is a beautiful sanctuary of peace amidst a chaotic countryside. Behind its elegant pre-war walls, this planned elven community has managed to remain prosperous after the fall of the Republic by offering weary travelers a glimpse of old-world luxury, as well as a well-earned respite. While its citizens may have maintained their aristocratic bearing over the centuries, you will find them to be quite friendly and very accommodating to anyone with enough coin to maintain the local standards and custom. Of course, the more adventurous gentlemen will be keen to know that Harmony Hills is not just a rest stop, but a gateway in its own right. It guards the entrance to the last remaining road that leads deeper into the fabled forest. It is said that the Fey Shade is an endless expanse of woodland soaked in arcane energy, both dangerous and miraculous, and that its mists are the border that separates our world from the Fey realm itself. Mere children's stories, some say. But if even half of those stories are true, dear reader, then think what amazing adventures would lie beyond the forest veil.
Behind the tree, you see there is a large building that you just came out of, and next to it there is a gate that is currently closed. There are a line of people leading into the same doorway that you just came out of. As you walk out, the next group walks inside. You see all manner of people from every walk of life mixed about in this crowd. Most of the people you see in front of you seem to be simple working folk. A lot of people look like they've packed their carts up with whatever they could carry and moved on. Some of the larger wagon trains look to be headed by some merchants with some hired guards. You see the large gate in the wall open up in front of you, and what looks to be a wealthy nobleman with his wife and daughters is being led through with a retinue of guards trailing behind him. They are hurried inside as a number of other, much less richly dressed people crowd around and are pushed back by the Harmony Hill guards, who, just like the two men you were just talking to, are dressed in these rich brown uniforms with the sky blue sashes. As the gates close behind you, the younger elven guard, who you caught was named Nestor, says, "All right then, Captain. Is there anything I need to do to help with you? That letter there that Captain Bosley just wrote up, you just show that to the guard once you have all your things together, and we'll let you in through the main gate there. You just give a holler for Nestor, and I'll show you up to the main way. We'll get you up inside the town proper, and once you're there, we'll get you resupplied, and then, like Captain said, we'll send you on your way in the morning."
Fantastic. Sounds like a plan.
Great. Thanks, Nestor.
Always a pleasure. Never thought I'd meet a real Goldenmane before.
Half.
I already
Okay.
forgot. I was already thinking you were real, son.
All right, that was me trying to laugh it off, but I can't. I really can't. So I'm not going to try that again. It's still too raw. It's still too raw.
I'll keep trying. Don't worry.
And you guys head off into the throngs of refugees that are massed in front of this gate.
Oh, look at this massed throng in front of us.
Yeah, it's a lot of refugees.
Where's our car?
You're going to head towards your auto cart?
Yes, I don't want to leave that precious baby for too long.
Yes, as you guys head back toward where you had found amidst this huge crowd to kind of settle in while you were going through the application process to be allowed inside, passing by the crowds, you do find the spot where you had parked your auto cart. A rare sight that stands out even amongst all of these packed vehicles. Rather than being a carriage drawn by animal power, horse-drawn or ox-driven, the auto carts have an arcane engine which allows them to self-propel. They are able to move under their own power, and while they are rare relics that are left over from a time before the great cataclysmic civil war destroyed society on the Wyvern Peninsula, your people, the Free Marketeers in particular, have amassed a great collection of these old world relics that have formed a central part of your people's culture. So Libertarius is familiar with how to operate and maintain this vehicle that you found. Do you have any kind of I'm just wondering, have you named it or anything? Is that typical for in free market culture? Do you name your auto cart?
Yes, you do name the auto cart, but is only after a substantial financial gain from the vehicle, whether that is a raid or a business run. Like once it has earned its stripes in combat, so to speak, then it earns its name.
In combat, either martial or financial.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, I like that. Yes, much like the rest of your people, the vehicle must earn its name.
It must. And I considered simply the fact of absconding with the vehicle as cause enough to earn it, but my paladin-esque principles to the free market have led me to wait until
I can understand that
yes.
feels like a gray area. That feels like a cheat.
Yes, and I hate gray areas.
Everything is only 100%.
Black or white?
All right, excellent. This particular auto card that you managed to procure from a defeated enemy is a sleek machine.
So am I.
It's colored a dark, iridescent, blackish purple hue. It has an extended hood with a red glowing arcane crystal poking out of the top of it. It has an open convertible top, and it has a wagon bed in the back of it. If you think of a Plymouth Prowler, if you remember those cars, the front is a Plymouth Prowler with a pickup truck bed is basically what your auto cart looks like.
Okay, pure sex. I got it.
Yes, exactly. And you had left this vehicle to be watched over by your assistant? Intern. By your intern.
I think we settled on he's an unpaid intern and he's getting experience.
As you approach the vehicle, however, you do not see Zooks.
Yo, where's Zooks?
Zooks? You were supposed to watch this damn thing.
You get no response. It's about this time you also realize that you don't see Crunchy. Your friend, old Crunchy.
Oh, they're probably off somewhere smoking. I don't like how quickly he got that young boy hooked on his wacky weed.
Hey, he is not a young boy. He is a man. He came in clutch last week.
You're right, it's the gnome thing. It's still throwing me. I'm still a little bit racist. I'm sorry. It's a family trait. I have to overcome it.
We're isolating that audio. I approached the auto cart to make sure... Because, I mean... Sorry, I was about to say something that would have belied Libertarius' own racism. I was going to say, there's a lot of refugees around here. I want to make sure everything's still in the car.
All right.
Look, I would have said that if there was throngs of anyone around, okay? But by their very nature, refugees need stuff.
You're just digging a bigger hole for yourself, really.
It needs to be able to contain me.
Do an investigation check.
That's gonna be a total of a 3.
Rob, may I do one as well since I'm there looking?
No, I got this.
I mean, if you could either help him or if you wanted to check out the car, you can do it yourself.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
You're gonna be better at it if you want to do it yourself.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do it.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I'm gonna walk up with him and see if I can see anything out of place. 18.
Yeah, as you approach the cart, nothing's missing, but you do notice that kind of lying half underneath the passenger side door, which is slightly ajar, you do see Zooks's pack. And then a little bit farther away, lying in the dirt, you see his glasses.
Oh, God. Are we really going to have to Scooby-Doo a mystery? First thing out from we're not even on the damn walls of the damn town yet.
On an 18, I would say you also notice that the dirt has been disturbed in the area. It looks like there was a scuffle or something of some kind.
Yep, I'm doing that detective thing where I test the dirt and see that something's weird and different about the dirt. Detective trope, that cliche. I'm definitely doing that right now.
Septimus, I don't see anything. Everything looks fine. What are you doing?
We're in a mystery now, I guess. Not even in the damn town. We're in the middle of a mystery.
Why? What happened?
So the dirt is all messed up. There was a
Oh,
fight.
wow. Shit, I didn't even notice. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know.
So wait, when was the last time we saw Zooks and Crunchy? I know we had to go in for the interview, ask them to guard the car.
You have been gone about 20 minutes, half an hour.
Wait, we've only been gone like 20 minutes or half an hour. That's not very long.
I mean, with either of them, it's quite, if one of them gets an idea to do something, the other one's going to be gung-ho about it. So one of them had a bad idea, and the other one followed him.
At around this time, you see a raccoon hops up onto the hood of the car and walks along the edge and then hops into the seat of it and is like poking around and is like grabbing at things with its little raccoon hands.
Oh, Jesus, I told you to leave the top up.
It's a convertible. Would you ask a bird not to fly or a fish not to swim?
No, I'm asking this goddamn squirrel to get away from my nuts.
It's not a squirrel, it's a trash panda. I walk over and pick it up by the scruff of its neck.
Okay, do a sleight of hand check.
A sleight of hand check?
Yeah, to see if you can successfully grab this thing by the scruff of its neck.
Squirrely little bastard, hang on.
Oh no, you just said he's a trash panda, not a squirrel.
Oh god, I need to get new dice. I've rolled a 3 twice in a row, and with my sleight of hand, that's a 4.
Yeah, so you do manage to pick it up, but in the process, it screeching flails wildly at you with its sharp little claws, scratching up your exposed hand for 5 points of slashing damage.
What the?
Which,
Jeez.
given your given your heavy armor master feat, you reduce that by 3, so it's 2 slashing damage.
Yeah, okay, but if this happens like 15 more times, I'm dead.
As you pick this raccoon up, and it is just flailing and screeching and clawing at you.
Rob, could I do a nature check on this animal to see
Sure.
to see what it's? Can I try to intuit this animal's desires? Is a thing that you shouldn't ever type in any search engine ever. 21.
21.
21.
Yeah, on a 21, it just seems to be a normal raccoon that is again flailing and screeching loudly. Libertarius, as you are holding it out and it is scratching at you, and Septimus, as you are just kind of like staring deep into its eyes filled with blind hatred, you see an older, dark-skinned Eladrin druid. An elvish-looking fellow with deep creased wrinkles walks up behind you, smoking a joint, and says, "Oh, hey, I don't think it likes that. I don't know if you guys should be like messing around with it like that."
Oh, Crunchy, there you are. Oh, wait a second. You could have been the raccoon.
What?
I'm just now remembering that you have the power to change shape into other animals, and that's your whole deal.
Well, that's a really weird thing to say. Why are you talking about that?
I'm having this conversation while it is still scratching the shit out of Libertarius.
Oh,
That is why I'm having this conversation.
100%.
just right behind us in silent, just happening, like slightly blurred in the background.
Are you okay? Like, what did they do to you in that weird room? You're talking weird.
Crunchy. Grab him by both shoulders. Crunchy is very important. What happened to Zooks? Where did you go?
Well, you know how it is. It's like early morning. I wanted to like get a nice little walk in and like kind of, really like this is like the first nice day we've had. It's been really rainy and now it's like really sunny out. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to walk along the riverside. And so like I headed down to the riverside and I met all kinds of really interesting people on the way, you know? I was thinking like, hey, I know like we need some more supplies. And I was like, oh, hey, maybe I can trade some of these like sacred herbs for some supplies. And then I was like, but wait, what do we actually need?
Crunchy.
Right.
Wait.
Anyway, so like what kind of supplies do we need?
Shut up for a second. Did Zooks go?
That was a
with you?
relevant question, I say in between scratches.
And at this point, Crunchy like reaches over and like places a hand on the head of the screeching raccoon, and the raccoon suddenly just like calms down. He just kind of reaches out and just takes it into his arms like a baby, and then like puts it over his shoulder, and it's just kind of chilling with him. He says, "Oh, it's okay, little guy. See, he's all right. He just wanted to take a walk too. Like I said, it's really nice out."
Wanted to take a drive, it seemed.
Oh man, do you think they could drive with their little hands?
Okay, everyone who
You know
isn't
better than me. Let's find out.
Everyone who isn't me, shut the hell up right now. No, Crunchy. Did Zooks go with you?
Oh no. I was like, hey, like I should go look for supplies, and he was like, oh yeah, it's a great idea, but we always should watch the car. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. Like, I mean, there's a lot of cool people here, but like, there's some dangerous people here too. I feel like. So I was like, you watch the car, and then like I'll be back, and then hopefully I'll get some supplies. But then, like I said, I was like, man, like what do we even need, right? Like I feel like the forest provides just about everything we'd want. We just need to know how to go out and get it. And it's like, why did we even stop here for supplies?
I pull out a piece of my dad's jewelry that's shiny, and I hold it in front of him, and I say, Crunchy, go get it. And then I throw it across the way there.
He sees. Wait, what did you throw specifically?
Just like a shiny, like a piece
one of the rings.
One of the rings, one of my dad's rings. Oh, Crunchy, I dropped that. Go get it for me.
Crunchy is like, oh. But before any of you can react, the raccoon looks over, leaps out of Crunchy's arms, runs over, grabs the ring, and darts into the crowd of people, disappearing immediately.
Okay, now what kind of dice roll did Crunchy get that happened to me?
I rolled a dexterity check for the raccoon.
Oh, okay, good.
He got a nat 20.
Is that a sentence you thought you'd say, Rob?
Be honest with you, no. That's the fun of this game. Whatever you plan won't actually work, and whatever happens is usually better.